And so I want to start by recognizing the Tennessee Three. They chose to show courage in the face of an extreme tragedy, which is that 11 days ago, 6 people, 3 educators, and 3 babies, 9 years old, were murdered senselessly due to gun violence. They chose to lead and show courage to say that a democracy allows for places where the people's voice will be heard and honored and respected. And they understood the importance, these 3, of standing to say that people will not be silenced. To say that a democracy hears the cries, hears the pleas, who hears the demands of its people, who say the children should be able to live and be safe and go to school and not be in fear. It wasn't about the 3 of these leaders. It was about who they were representing. It's about whose voices they were channeling. Understand that. And is that not what a democracy allows? A democracy says you don't silence the people. You do not stifle the people. You don't turn off their microphones when they are speaking about the importance of life and liberty. That is not what a democracy does. In order to make sure the voices were represented in that place where elected leaders are supposed to lead in a democracy, these leaders had to get a bullhorn. They had to get a bullhorn to be heard. Well, you know what? That happens in a democracy too. If the students demand, if the moms demand, if the people's demand is not being heard by those who should listen and care and contemplate and reflect and think about, maybe I should give this a moment to listen. Give it a fair chance to be heard. If I feel like I'm so right, shouldn't I have the courage to debate it? Let's remove them not only for that moment, but remove these people who have been elected to represent the people. And let us decide who should represent the people. What is that? That is not a democracy. That is not a democracy. You can't walk around with your lapel pin and you're not representing the values that we hold dear as Americans. Our children are being traumatized by this fear. Parents are wondering and asking and praying every time they send their child to school or take their child to school that their baby might come home safe. Before someone buys a gun, whether they've been found by a court to be a danger to themselves or others, you just might want to know. You might want to know if someone has shown themselves to be violent before they can go and buy a gun. You just might want to know. The issue, which gets back to these three, is that we need leaders who have the courage to act at state houses and in Washington, D.C. in the United States Congress. Have the courage to act. We will fight, we will lead, we will speak with truth, we will speak about freedom and justice, and we will march on. All right. Hello, everyone. Let me come around and make you say. Of course, Kamala Harris.
G.A. Harnoway, State Rep Companies.
Thank you. Good to be
Thank
with
you for being here.
Bill back, Nashville. So good to have you.
It's good to be back.
John Ray Clements.
Thank you.
Heidi Campbell, Nashville.
Kamala Harris, nice to see you.
Caleb Hemmer.
Nice to see you.
Charlotte Oliver, welcome to my district.
Oh, well, thank you for welcoming me. Thank you. Good to be with you.
Jeff Yarbrough from Nashville.
Thank you. Good to be with you.
Harold, thanks for being here. Tori Harris.
Hey, cousin.
Hey, cousin.
Paul Mitchell, here in Nashville.
Good to be with you.
Good to see you.
How have you been? You good? It's good to be back.
Hey, Sam McKenzie, Knoxville.
Good to be with you. Thank you.
Ronnie Glenn, Montgomery County.
Good, Kamala Harris.
Antonio Parkinson, Oakland.
Is that
That's right.
So there are three of us.
That's right. That's right. That's right. It's family. That's right.
Where were you born?
Providence Hospital.
Oh, so your family had money. I was born in
Oh.
Cotton.
Jason Powell, Nashville.
Good to be with you.
Hey, Karen Campbell, Memphis, Tennessee.
Of course, of course, of course.